and it's Amanda here, and this week's blog is called What Makes You Broken Makes You Beautiful. What I mean by that is we all go through stuff. Life throws stuff at us. That is the whole point, I believe. And so how to master your mindset to be optimal through those inevitable events is what is key to making you live a happy and healthy life. Sometimes things throw us and we deal with it quite well, and we're able to learn the lessons, pick ourselves up and move forward. For some of us, we go through events that might be traumatic, really stressful, or some events might trigger off past stuff that we haven't dealt with yet. So when we feel stuck and like we are unable to move forward, we can feel disconnected within ourselves, we can disconnect from those around us, we start to play safe because we're in that fear mode, you know what I'm talking about, that survival state where we just feel anxious all the time and you just don't feel on and your willpower's gone and you can't explain why, and you just, you don't have your game on. And so I specialize in this. This is the stuff I love, like how we get stuck and why that happens and how to transform the mind and body to get through these moments. Because when life takes a turn or any setback you're going through or any change, it changes your course direction for a reason. So doesn't it make sense to get really good at mastering change so that you can identify when this new path is actually there to guide you and direct you to get everything that you've actually been asking for this whole time? But many of us, we reject change and we have an umbrella up, so we don't receive all the good things that we really want. And I call this the inner conflict of where we desire love, health, success in our lives. But it's not aligning with what we believe can be possible or what we believe about ourselves. What you want to align that with what you're believing. But so many of us want all this stuff, but we just don't believe it can happen, or we don't believe in our capability and whatever else. So it's a great thing to identify for yourself, is what's your inner conflict and how can you give the mind and body the best environment to be open and flexible to go through change, and also to change your mind about what you're thinking, believing and therefore perceiving. So this is what dramatically changes your health, because for me, on my journey, I literally had to become a new version of myself to fire a new biochemistry that was more promoting repair. And I look back and I realize that through any event of mine where I've transformed myself, I literally have had to become a whole new version of me. And it takes hard work, dedication, training. The mind and the brain is literally like a muscle. So when we are more open to change and we can master flexibility, we will play bigger in life, we'll be more open to possibility. You'll put yourself out there more. It really affects the kind of life that you live and how happy you are. So what makes you broken makes you beautiful, because in those times where things might feel like it's broken you, that is the very moment where you want to dig down deep, which is what resilience really means, where in those moments you dig down deep and you push on anyway, and you find courage to just transform the difficulties you're going through. Because what you'll learn during that time is what will make you become this whole new version of yourself that will just change you physically, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. So I hope you enjoy this week's blog.